In recent years, many incredible bridges made of glass and metal have been opened in China, since the relief of some provinces of the country allows such facilities to be built surrounded by pristine nature. The operators of these excavators won't be able to sleep well tonight. They work tirelessly while doing their best to complete the task. It is believed that practicing yoga on the beach causes a feeling of calmness as well as improves emotional and mental state. No one likes to see someone else's drone on their property. At the same time, some people are even ready to use a gun to protect their land. In this case, the drone's camera spotted a cyclist who just miraculously avoided a meeting with a bear. The creators of the Fast and Furious franchise should take the camera trick into account. Thanks to drones, it became possible to see nests of the storks so close. However, it is unlikely that birds like such annoying shooting. Can you cover 27.5 meters in just 20 seconds? Such superpowers can only be envied by the heroes of Hollywood blockbusters. If you decide on a brave and risky act, then do it without delay. Otherwise, fear can overcome the thirst for adventure. How can you refuse the opportunity to see such beauty? Even though times have changed, but the craving for will and freedom lives in each of us. It's great to be able to enjoy it to the fullest. Perhaps it is difficult to imagine more comfortable conditions for fishing. Whatever the bite is, this flight will definitely be remembered by the fishermen for a long time. Dubai has long been a leader in the latest technologies. You'll be surprised, but people have already learned to fly here. An airplane landing has never looked so impressive when observed from the ground. Perhaps this is the most unusual object that you've ever seen. Wow, in this perspective, you definitely haven't watched the twists and turns of the rally yet. It is worth paying tribute to the talent and creative approach of the operator of this drone, who recorded such amazing shots. This one was clearly born to fly. There is so much beauty and grace in this incredible video. What a real sea idol! Is it perfection or discipline? What do you know about active and extreme recreation? While riding a sup board or surfing, you can always find a companion in the form of a great white shark. And yet the birds are not ready to give up the primacy in the skies to modern devices. You will not see such a huge number of colors in this market in China anywhere else. These tourists were lucky not only to see the magnificent whales, but also to get to know them personally and even touch them. Kangaroos have quite a lot of things against drones. However, who would like to have such a spy over them? It's a sin not to watch such a spectacle. The kid knows exactly how to have a good time. What an extreme thing it is to take a ride on a cable over the river. Modern unmanned aerial vehicles are equipped with cameras capable of recording high-quality images and videos, transmitting every detail with high clarity and accuracy. Some may consider free-riding too dangerous, but for others, it is an incomparable feeling of descending a mountainside in extreme conditions. Apparently, some kind of grandiose event is planned in the neighboring settlement. This curious young humpback whale has sailed to explore the coast. This video should definitely amuse perfectionists. This sinkhole in the vicinity of Mersin and Salifka was formed due to the dissolution of limestone and other soluble rocks under the influence of water. Interestingly, various similar geological formations can be found in this region. Such skiing after sunset is a unique experience that allows skiers to enjoy spending time under the moonlight and bright lights. Fighter jets taking off from aircraft carriers is a magnificent sight, but this time you can see the testing of an electromagnetic catapult. A specially designed test cart weighing 3,500 kilograms was used as a projectile for the shot. Drones are usually used to capture certain events, but there are also those drones whose appearance in the sky means the beginning of an amazing show. There are many parachute schools in the Brazilian municipality of Boituva, which now and then amaze with their spectacular performances. A person is capable of anything, especially when he strives to conquer the peak that he has dreamed of for so long. A slippery winter road is not an easy path, but they do a great job overcoming it. Thanks to this video, we now know firsthand what it means to be in the mouth of a leopard. Maybe her shot wasn't impressive, but the strike on the drone hovering nearby turned out to be extremely effective. When buying balloons with helium, each of us thought about flying on them. Now there's a daredevil who turned this dream into reality. It looks spectacular, doesn't it? Sometimes vacationers on the beach do not even imagine who is swimming next to them. Sometimes a whole team is needed to land a balloon. Next to a flock of bison, anyone will feel small. The guy has upgraded his drone so that even the birds will now take it for their own. What a perfect idea to spy on your neighbors. You will do anything to save your beloved drone. Dolphins can make your surfing much more impressive. Here's an idea for the perfect first date.
It was so cool! It's hard to comprehend how this is even possible.
This is what a truly perfect weekend looks like. We've clearly entered his territory. Fortunately today, he allowed us to fly away safely. Someone obviously decided to stop them from sunbathing. Fortunately, the guy knows how to respond in such a situation. I have a new dream that must come true. It is a helicopter flight over a flock of flamingos. The French street artist and photographer became famous for his art projects, murals, and collages painted in public places in big cities all around the world. All his works remind people of important social issues. Thousands of people are involved in this performance. Their synchronized movements and bright outfits fascinate and delight. It is worth looking closely as it becomes clear that this is not an ordinary crack in the ice, but an opening through which a whale breathes. What could be more spectacular than one explosion? Only a whole series of explosions to develop the soil. Why wait for summer when you can enjoy nature and water sports even in the cold season? What could be better than a combination of vivid emotions, thrills, and picturesque nature? It's nice to think that it'll soon be possible to delegate window cleaning to our loyal drone assistants. Small aircraft play an important role in agriculture, especially in the process of irrigation of fields. Helicopters can quickly and evenly spray water, fertilizers, and plant protection products over large areas. However, this process does not look like the safest way to launch a huge vessel. Using a flyboard gives you a lot of adrenaline and unforgettable impressions when you soar into the air, perform tricks, and feel freedom and fun while hovering over the water's surface. I think these secretive peoples of the Amazon have a lot in common with kangaroos about drones. I don't have enough words to admire this. What an exciting job! I have to say that this cruise ship looks so cool, but it's worth admitting that the ship becomes even more fantastic from such an angle. Abandoned areas of big cities are the best places for street artists to create. In spring, some Chinese cities are transformed and acquire a fabulous atmosphere thanks to the cherry blossom. The spider was much more lucky with the choice of a place for a vacation. It's probably nice to take a break from the everyday life of the metropolis, and you don't even need a web. These lovely images of whales and dolphins swimming together were captured on a drone over one of the oceans of Australia. It's time for a crab invasion. This is the kind of migratory invasion of red crabs that the inhabitants of Christmas Island are experiencing. Crabs get along in burrows and mate while disturbing the locals with their presence.
To be honest, I'm speechless after witnessing it. What about you?
This is a simple but effective solution to problems with heavy traffic. One thing is that it can only be safe if the participants follow the rules and the speed limit. Thanks to such aqueducts, the Nazca people continue to survive in the difficult conditions of the lands of Peru. The Puquio system made it possible to move and save volumes of water for irrigation of crops such as cotton, beans, potatoes, and others. The guy was calmly walking down the mountain road. No one would have thought who he would be lucky enough to meet if he hadn't been captured by a camera passing by a drone. Such a not very friendly bear appeared out of nowhere. Just imagine how brave this cyclist is. Fortunately, he managed to get away from meeting a rather big bear. Cycling benefits the body both physically and mentally. Moreover, by mastering new styles, there is an opportunity to feel real freedom and a rush of adrenaline in the blood. These big cats are not used to someone approaching them so boldly. They haven't seen drones often in their lives, so their curiosity is well justified. The most amazing climbers in nature are mountain goats. They find salt marshes in the mountains, sometimes traveling more than a dozen kilometers. Hot air balloon flights are a fascinating sight, and the process itself gives a lot of impressions. It's just better to be prepared for the fact that the landing will not necessarily be soft. It's not easy to learn how to keep a good balance in order to be able to control such a flight. However, all the efforts are definitely worth it. I wonder if there's any advantage to such a market location. Did people have no other choice than to agree with it? The world of surfing consists of challenges. You have to fight with your fears and check your skills. This is the kind of sport that allows you to forget about everyday experiences and finally enjoy the moment. Mountain goats perform amazingly dexterous jumps. They know no such thing as gravity. Finally, you no longer need to look for a stepladder to unscrew the light bulb. You can leave this matter to the professionals. The Indian city of Bangalore is home to one of the most luxurious mansions in the world. This is an exact replica of the White House built on the roof of a skyscraper. You won't be able to see it while on the street, but the drone managed to capture it. Do you also immediately think about how much water is wasted? This icebreaker breaks through frozen layers of ice as gently as a knife slides through oil. Not everyone is able to overcome this path. You need to not only be physically developed and have a wonderful sense of balance, but also to be able to fight your fear. It is impossible to cover a large area with the help of a video camera lens. It's another matter when drones are used for large-scale filming. Downhill requires precise control of the bike and full control of the track. The riders are fearless and amaze the spectators of the competition with their skills.
And we're moving on at the speed of light. All the most interesting things are still ahead.
Even such a cold is not a hindrance to admiring the incredible nature. I wonder if extreme conditions increase appetite, but once they decide on such an adventure, it's a sin not to enjoy it in full. In just a few seconds, the cooling towers over 120 meters high were destroyed forever. The city of Jijeli in Algeria is a paradise for nature lovers in its pristine form. Surely tourists on passing ships would really like to taste this water. If you forgot about the harm to the environment for a moment, then the entire thing turns out to be very spectacular. Moving in unison, it seems that the trees really know how to breathe. The Seda Monastery is the world's largest school of Tibetan Buddhism. It is surrounded by buildings housing up to 40,000 monks and nuns. Dragons do exist, or rather their images, because they're used at various important events and holidays in China. Do you think they even get a bonus for special working conditions? Just imagine what emotions and feelings the driver would have experienced if he had been in the cockpit at that moment. It seems impossible to take your eyes off the deer dances, and the most interesting thing is that researchers have not yet established the true reason for their behavior. The Studlagil Basalt Canyon is located in eastern Iceland. It impresses with its unearthly beauty. Its columns are of volcanic origin and are considered a unique geological formation. Thousands of martial artists moving simultaneously is a truly incredible sight. Uyuni Salt Flat is considered to be the largest salt lake in the whole world. During the rainy season, the salt flat is covered with a thin layer of water and turns into the world's largest mirror surface. Having mastered skiing, he finally found a way to share the most vivid impressions of his life with his best friend. In the modern world, it is extremely difficult to hide anything. It is possible to make detailed images and videos from the air, monitoring and filming even those objects that are under reliable protection or classified. This bridge has served faithfully, but it's time to make room for something new. Now, even the strangest and most classified finds do not go unnoticed and often end up in the media. All this is thanks to drones, which can easily capture secret military bases, closed production complexes, or even private properties. Now, forget all the problems and worries, it's time to relax. Would you like to do the same? Now witness the clash of the elements. Is clearly not what you expect to see.